paleo? Somebody just asked me this. Fantastic timing. I just had a conversation about this with Coach Caroline the other day. So, are beans paleo? Depending on who you talk to, you'll hear different things. And I think, having thought about this a lot, that there's a short answer to this. It's going to depend on your perspective on paleo, because there's big names in the paleo world that say, no way, beans are not paleo. And others, names in the paleo world, will say beans are definitely okay on your paleo diet. So who to believe, what to decide? And I think that it comes down to this. There's essentially two lines of thought, two camps in the paleo world. The first camp is the group that believes that paleo, as in like Paleolithic, as in a reference to how our ancestors, we believe, actually ate, is about eating things as close to a natural state as possible, avoiding the processed crap that's so ubiquitous out there. We're going to eat whole foods, real foods. If it was alive or if it came off of a plant, then it's probably good for us. It's probably how the Paleolithic era people ate, and it's probably a good choice for us to make. So if we look at paleo, like paleo is about eating whole, rich, natural foods, the way like the things that God made palatable to us and that were not engineered in some factory or engineered by some scientist trying to make something low calorie or low fat, then beans are definitely on plan. They are paleo then. The other perspective says that the paleo diet is about eating for an optimal health outcome. In which case, maybe beans should be off plan because they tend to be higher glycemic. They create more tumultuous blood sugar responses than other foods do. This, by the way, is the exact same argument that people will make against baked potatoes, like russet potatoes, brown potatoes, in the paleo world, is that it's relatively high glycemic, and that maybe the positives of consuming this food, as raw and natural as it may be, are actually outweighed by the negatives. It's a missed opportunity. I could be consuming beans, I could be consuming potatoes, but I'm consuming those at the opportunity cost of not consuming asparagus or Brussels sprouts or broccoli or green beans or radishes or something else that is extremely rich in nutrients and at the same time is not especially blood sugar spiking. So if paleo in your world is about trying to get the absolute most optimal possible hormonal responses from your food, then beans are not paleo. Now, for me, I can see both sides, and I find myself definitively like torn both directions, because I think that the most important currencies in the entire world are time and energy. Time, the number one unrenewable resource that you only have so much, you cannot get more of it no matter what. And second is incredible energy, because on the one hand, the time opens the doors and gives possibilities. The energy is what makes amazing things actually happen. And I value energy so much, having incredible energy to go out and do great things. And so, on that topic, having the most optimal possible energy outcome for my food is a priority. It's definitely a priority to me, which would steer me towards not having beans in my diet at all. And truth, I very rarely do. The Vegetarian CrossFitter Project is a good example of a deviation from that. That said, if you are on a very plant-based diet, there's essentially no way around this. If you're going to have a balanced hormonal response from your food, you got to get protein from somewhere, and beans are a really good choice for that. In which case, it's a healthier option. In paleo world, if paleo means eating whole, natural foods, beans are on plan, and they may be more time efficient for you than steering towards some other kind of food, because you open up a can of beans and bam, protein. Or you have to go and prepare some kinds of meats, which case is time consuming. So there is definitely a spectrum of perspectives when it comes to are beans paleo or not. But what your most important priorities are and how you perceive paleo, what is paleo, would make this decision for you. So anyway, here is both the simple and the complex of this topic. Hope it sheds some light on it for you guys. Go out there, be amazing. We'll see you guys soon.